Something on Ghana Month because the traditional Kente cloth is desired in the wardrobe of many across the country, even and beyond. But the laborious Kente weaving process contributes to the high cost of the cloth on the market, putting it out of the reach of many. There, however, are innovations to support indigenous weavers to produce faster without breaking their back. Ibrahim Abubakar has been exploring these potentials.
Traditional cloth weaved by the Ashantis and Ewes of Ghana. The expensive cloth is worn for important and memorable occasions. The Kente cloth is woven on a narrow horizontal loom, usually using 2 to 4 sets of heddles. The cloth is woven in narrow strips before being sewn together to make a wider piece of cloth. It takes weavers months before putting together a cloth. The Bonre community in the Ejisu municipality of Ashanti region is synonymous to Kente production. Over 70% of residents here depend solely on the production and selling of the traditional cloth to earn a living. Other products like bags, slippers, wristband, and neckties are produced from Kente. The youth in this area usually form groups to market the Kente. Local and international tourists visit Bonre to observe the weaving processes and also transact business with producers. The price of a Kente cloth ranges between 150 and 3,000 cedis or more, depending on the complexity of the design. Although the traditional method of weaving Kente brings out the uniqueness in the cloth, weavers say the process is very tedious. It takes not less than 24 hours to weave this narrow strip, and this, according to them, contributes to the high cost of the cloth. Now, the good news is that some students of the Kwame Nkrumah University of Science and Technology are manufacturing an automated Kente weaving machine, and this machine is expected to make the work faster and easier. But let's find out from the weavers what they make of this machine.
Kente is very tedious to do weaving because most of the weaving, it takes like 2-3 days to make like a strip. That makes it very complicated. So we'll be happy maybe have a means of doing more. But still, we still want to stick to the tradition.
Some of our elders, the grown ones, want us to stick to tradition. But if there is a machine which will help us to do or make the cloth faster, then I think it will help us with.
If the machine is going to help us to make the texture and the surface looking same as the Kente we having today, then we will accept it.
The student of the Kwame Nkrumah University of Science and Technology has manufactured an indigenous automated Kente weaving machine to ease the burden of weavers. Ebenezer supervisor Dr. Fiabe says the machine will drastically cut down the time for weaving.
With the weaving machine, we are expecting that what we can use 1 month to do, 2 to 3 days we should be able to achieve the same thing.
The mode of operation is the same because with the traditional ones you have 3 basic motions. You have the primary, the secondary, and then the tertiary. The primary motion is the picking, and then the beating, and then the shedding. And then the secondary motion is the letting off and taking up. The difference is this is automated, fully automated. So that means you just like input what you want, then it starts the weaving.
Weavers at Bonre say they will embrace the innovation only if it won't change the texture of the cloth. The weavers are also clamoring for the establishment of a yarn factory in the area to cut down on the cost of producing the traditional cloth. They are optimistic about increased patronage when prices go down. Ibrahim Abubakar, TV3, Bonre.